Baby, it's Shaka being that mafioso, the Dun Dada Dakota breathing flame, and you already know, man, aka Mace Windu, aka Luke Skywalker, you already know, aka SB Panther, aka Shaka Fuego, aka Shaka Flame. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how much practice and dedication it takes to get this intro off for y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all messing with the material and all that, man. So we've been talking about Starfield versus Star Citizen versus Odyssey. Odyssey got a weird name, bro. I'm gonna Elite Dangerous. You get what I'm saying? All these space exploration games, you know, and they say that the fact that these developers are launching unfinished games is killing the gaming industry. But you know one thing about it, I know that Starfield, made by Bethesda, is going to deliver everything it says it's going to deliver, and we're not going to have to wait for it to be complete. So my money's probably going to go into all of them, if possible. But I'm definitely going to have Starfield. So when I get that game, we get the game, and we launch it, man, y'all make sure y'all watch the streams and all that, because I definitely will be on that Starfield. And I'm going to put my little 100 hours in, bro. I'm going to put my little 100 hours in. So let's react to some more info we have on Starfield by Bethesda, all right? Let's go!
About Starfield then, because we've watched the Direct a billion times now, seen all the interviews, zoomed in on all the screenshots. So what do you want to learn more about? Character customization, backgrounds, ships, traits, skills, or planets?
I kind of want to see the ships.
Everything we know so far is right here in this video.
Ship
but you can feel free to skip using the chapters down below to find the bits you're most interested in. But why don't we start at the very beginning?
That shit looks
Firstly,
sick.
let's cover everything new with character creation. We've seen this radial menu
and
before.
you know it's gonna have mods for the character creation. So if it's trash right now, just wait on it.
But walking and body styles are new additions. It's the face panel.
I gotta walk with a limp.
The newer flourishes are going to come through.
My character gotta walk with a limp.
Bethesda totally overhauled their character creator, drawing on facial scans from a diverse range of people to ensure that everyone can see themselves faithfully represented.
If you ever played Elder Scrolls and then somebody randomly walks up to you and they all in your face asking you questions, you know that the character customization and the characters in the game has always been realistic.
Presented in the game, if that's what they're after. And since these same scans are actually used to generate the NPCs in the game,
right? They're gonna be super realistic.
Familiar faces out in the cosmos. Maybe you even see your doppelganger. But as well as radial menus,
I bet not see me. I'm suing.
Details of your face like shape or effect intensity. There's over 40 different hairstyles and plenty of jewelry and skin.
I'm hoping to see some more ethnic hairstyles.
Down the line, you've decided.
There we go.
Don't fancy looking like
I need waves.
You can completely
or dreadlocks.
All of your cosmetic options.
We got braids.
By going to a genetics facility. Which
we got dreads.
What we've been able to do in previous games like Fallout 4. After that,
I need the Gumby. Y'all know about that one.
Character background, which is a brand new feature. They'll provide you with certain buffs and skills, but will also affect how certain other characters behave towards you.
Okay.
So here's a quick rundown of all of the backgrounds that we've managed to uncover so far.
I know they got the criminal background.
Choose wisely. For a bit of Jon Favreau flavor,
I need the one that Will Smith was in Men in Black. I want that background. They're gonna know I'm the top alien agent.
You'll naturally be able to prepare better quality food.
I'm the top MIB agent.
Knife skills will also give your melee weapons a buff, and you'll also get a
this is familiar
bonus. Combat medics receive a buff to their pistols and medicine, as well as a perk called Wellness, which is sure to help you stay in good health. If you're planning to focus on stealth, cyber runners can.
I hope they got some good stealth missions
when they use silenced weapons and are also able to pick both pockets and digital locks.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great.
It's a bit of a mouthful, but the cyberneticist background also lets you tackle digital locks.
What do they have that's like a net runner?
Grants a buff to your laser.
I want to be a net runner. I feel like Cyberpunk's net runners was undeveloped.
To improved dialogue options. They also have a flair for commerce, which should help you trade more profitably. You also get more health too.
That's familiar.
In case any persuasion checks might fail. And the explorer option is definitely worth exploring if you fancy an improved grav drive for your ship, buffs to your surveying skills, and make your laser weapons even more deadly.
Okay.
On top of these background options, we've also got some screen grabs.
What type of laser weapons are we gonna have?
Details of yet, but you can probably work out roughly
a gangster.
What you're if you decide to be.
I want to be like Cowboy Bebop.
Hunter, bounty hunter.
There we go. Bounty hunter.
Industrialist, pilgrim, professor, or a Ronin, which sounds sick.
I'm gonna be
also know
Spike.
that the background you picked can impact on unique dialogue options.
Don't lie. You know they're gonna take the Fallout weapons and just reskin them, retexture them, bro. Come on.
Too, as seen when talking with Markeith Sutherland with a Beast Hunter character right here.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
As well as their backstory, you'll also
Yes,
be able
this is
to
gonna be
bless
with
your
Fallout.
character with up to 3 different traits.
Oh, okay.
Separate to skills, these
Oh, we got fighting
personality quirks
skills.
come with all sorts
Yes,
of effects,
sir.
both positive and negative. But if you get sick of any of them, there are ways
Don't
to
lie,
remove
y'all. This gameplay looks
them
amazing.
later on by fulfilling certain conditions. For example, the hero worship trait gives you an adoring fanboy who will follow you around Oblivion
Oh, no.
style, showering you with both
He's like that
affection
little elf.
and valuable gifts. As a companion, the adoring fan seems to have some additional skills in scavenging,
He's gonna die.
concealment, and strength.
He's
But
gonna die.
if their constant color commentary gets a little too irritating, then they do say that in space, there's no one to hear you scream. Kid stuff is a lot more wholesome.
I told you
providing
he's
your
gonna
character
die.
with a pair of adoring parents. Sure, they'll take 2%
I wish
of your
they had,
income,
like,
but you
mounts
get to go
and, like,
visit them
pets.
and hear how proud they are of you. If you're an introvert, then you'll use less oxygen when adventuring alone, but
Oh,
more
this is
when
cool.
you have human companions with you. The extrovert trait naturally works the same, but in reverse. Obviously, you can't pick both. Either way, if you're an empath,
I'm an
then
introvert.
you'll get a temporary boost to your combat abilities whenever you do something that your companion likes.
Hey, personality traits is a new theme in Bethesda. I haven't heard of that yet.
Splice some alien DNA into your character and they'll start the game with increased health and greater endurance.
He's a
But
demon!
healing items won't work as well. Guess they were designed for humans. Dreamhome provides you with a very luxurious, highly customizable house on a peaceful planet, but the mortgage will cost you 50,000 credits each month. Because
Damn.
apparently by 2,330, the housing
Inflation
market
is
still
crazy.
sucks.
Yeah.
If you picked the space trait, then you'll enjoy greater health and endurance while in space, but less
I
when
don't
you're
know,
on
I
the
might go
ground,
space.
While terra firma does things the other way around. I know you can't
I might go space, but it depends on how the oxygen system works. Do you have to refill your oxygen tanks, or can you only be away from the ship for so long? It just
pick
depends.
both of them. Please stop trying. Some of the other traits are tied to particular factions and religions. Choosing Raised Universal or Raised Enlightened
This is
will
gonna
make
be
your
a
character
dope
a
game.
member of that religion, changing how some people view them and giving you access to a special chest in New Atlantis. Neon Street Rat will give you an immediate affiliation.
How many
with
planets
Ryujin
can we
Industries,
visit?
While United Colonies
I think they
Native
said
will tie you
10%.
to the UC, and Freestar Collective Settler will make you a bona fide
10%
space
of the planets
cowboy.
are uninhabitable.
Pick any of them and you'll receive better dialogue options and rewards from that faction. While
Okay.
the crime bounties taken out on you by other factions
Oh,
are
this is gonna be
greatly
great.
increased. Wanted gives you a damage
Do they have a space police force that we can run away from? Because I might be a gangster or a bounty hunter, a rogue bounty hunter.
buff when you're low health, but you'll have to deal with bounty hunters trying to kill you.
Oh, I like
Finally,
that.
The Serpent's Embrace
I'm with
aligns
that.
you with the Great Serpent religion and gives you a temporary health and endurance boost anytime you
I just
grab
need a
them,
super
while
fast
hitting you
ship.
with a debuff if
I
you
need the
don't jump
Lamborghini
regularly.
ship, and I'm gone,
Okay,
man.
so we've covered the perks and quirks that your character will start off with, but what about the ones they have to work for? Like most Bethesda RPGs,
telekinesis.
Starfield provides you with a diverse range of skills to unlock depending on your chosen playstyle, each of which can then be upgraded
Okay.
by completing
Oh, what the
specific
fuck?
challenges related to them. So, if you want to improve your
Hell
ballistic
nah.
damage,
A
for example,
land
well,
octopus?
you'll need to knock off a whole lot of bad guys using ballistics. Starfield's skills are divided into
Aw,
5
man.
categories, so let's break
I
them
can
down.
already see my life
One.
draining away playing this game.
Physical skills naturally include things like melee combat boosts, health
Hell
buffs,
yeah.
and an increase to the amount you can carry. We've also glimpsed a nifty decontamination skill, which should help you avoid picking up any nasty while you're exploring
Do they have copyrights on lightsabers or something? Because why do any of the space games have lightsabers?
that great filthy cosmos, as apparently there are diseases and debuffs out there. Bit feeble. The social
I've
skill
never
tree
caught a disease
actually
in an
covers
Elder
quite
Scrolls
a wide
game.
range of approaches, allowing your character to influence people and aliens in different ways. You
Or
can
Fallout.
upgrade your persuasion, bargaining, and diplomacy skills to help you smooth talk your way through the galaxy, or put points into intimidation to make lower level enemies flee with the instigation skill. Even
I need
allowing
to
you
see the
goad
lock
them
picking
into
skill.
attacking their
What do
own
space
allies.
locks look like?
Leadership also increases the rate at which companions gain affinity, making them more effective allies. Combat skills upgrade your fighting chops in all the ways you'd expect. You can improve your proficiency.
Man, that game
with
looks dope.
specific
That gun
types of
looks
weapons,
awesome.
Boost your reload speed.
Fuck
and
yeah.
So on. If you're a shoot first,
Oh, that's a
ask
damn
questions
launcher?
later
Or a
sort of gamer,
shotgun?
this is the skill tree for you.
Yeah.
We glimpsed skills called marksmanship and rapid reloading, likely increasing accuracy and reload rate. More cerebral players might prefer to spend their points in the science category, where they'll find a whole variety of disciplines to study, from brushing up on their medicine knowledge, to improving their healing, and chemistry to improve chem potions that you create, to using astrophysics and surveying to learn more about the world around them, and astrodynamics to help their ship jump even further. There's also outpost engineering, which probably improves your base building too. Finally, tech skills can allow you to deal more damage to robotic foes and hack digilocks.
I know, where's the hacking?
Oh,
what is the
hacking
hacking dynamic in this game?
Well, we can also see a payload skill too, which seems to add more cargo space to your ship, as well as missile weapon systems, which are also likely attached
Can
to
we
the
upgrade the ship?
Ideally fending off pirates and other enemies.
Of course, it won't just be your
Let's
character
get into
that
it.
you'll be customizing in Starfield. There's also the small matter of your ship. Or I guess that should be ships, since Starfield allows you to amass your very own fleet. You get them either by purchasing them, claiming them from
A fleet of
enemies, or
ships.
just nicking them while no one is looking. In the ship builder, you'll also notice that you can name each ship, which should help you keep things straight. The builder tool also gives you
I know there's gonna be so many creative people with this ship builder, man.
incredible amount of freedom to customize the ship itself, assembling its various components into all sorts of
how do
odd
we get the
shapes,
materials
and
for
giving
the
you
ship is a
infinite
real
control
question,
over
and
the
how
paint
many of
job
those
too.
materials do
you
we
won't
need?
be able to do this right away though.
How in depth will the material getting process be?
You'll need to build towards it as you play the game. If you decide to steal a ship though, you can't customize it or pillage its parts until you've registered it, which costs credits. The layout of your ship is also dictated by this system, allowing you to create expansive multi-story ships with numerous stations for your crew to busy themselves with.
Okay.
They can also be decked out with decorations,
Star
crafting
Citizen
and
got them
research
pushing the
stations,
boundaries of
and
gaming right
even
now.
gun racks, just to show off all the tasty bits of loot that you've uncovered in the settled systems.
Okay.
And beneath that nice cosmetic layer, you'll find a bunch of deep RPG mechanics to tool around with.
Awesome.
Each ship has a wide variety of components that can be upgraded, from the capacity of its fuel tanks to the strength of its shield generator.
This is
Take
dope.
a flick through the ship's stat page and you can see how far each of these has been upgraded, as well as things like how far
What
your
about the
current ship
aesthetics
can
of the
jump,
ship?
how powerful a reactor is working with, and how heavy the whole thing is. You can also see just how much of the ship's power you're distributing to each component, allowing
Okay.
you to switch things up depending on your situation, giving you more firepower during a dogfight, or powering up your engine to make a quick getaway, and so on. In
I'm kind of scared though, because the vehicle mechanics in any
short, there's
Bethesda
a
game hasn't been that
whole
great.
lot of
What the hell?
different ways to tune up your ships. Whether you're looking to craft a terrifying battleship or a speedster that can set a new record on the Kessel Run, you'll find everything you need in the cosmos.
Okay.
Now, Starfield features
They're gonna make a
over
lot of money on
1,000
DLC.
planets for players to visit, each with their own fastidiously crafted atmospheres and ecosystems. But when you decide where to head next, you'll actually be able to view all of the information you've gathered so far about each planet.
Amazing.
Is it
I gotta
inhabited,
keep turning
which
this
faction's
struggle.
most prevalent, and perhaps most
hot as
importantly,
shit.
are they
I'm in
currently trying to kill
California.
you? Well, once you've touched down on a given planet, you can then use your scanner to learn even more about its wildlife, some of which can even be tamed if you have that xenosociology skill we mentioned. From your ship, you'll also be able to see the missions that are currently available, allowing you to make an informed decision about whether you really want to
Yeah,
go
I
to
hope
that
they got
far
the
off
ship
ice wall
mechanics,
where there's a
on
massive
point.
bounty on your head. We also learned in another interview with Todd Howard that 10% of the planets in the game have life on them across the cosmos.
That's 100
Any of the
planets.
data that you gather on each planet, you can then sell for credits, so it certainly does pay to explore.
It should be a
Sometimes
huge world.
diplomacy fails,
Ooh.
and in those cases, you'll want to have something
I like that
very
little pistol.
deadly to hand. Fortunately, there are a ton of just such deadly somethings to play with in Starfield. Each weapon has its own set of stats, measuring stuff like fire rate.
What about the
accuracy,
camos?
range,
Please
how
put
heavy it
camos
is,
on there.
Everything you'd expect. These weapons, though, are all pretty modular, allowing you to swap in new parts to boost these stats, or even fundamentally change how a particular weapon works. There are also a variety of damage types, from classic ballistics to
That's nice.
slightly more futuristic death dealers like lasers, particle beams, and even electromagnetic weapons. You'll also find that you can change a weapon's damage type by swapping in the right parts. from rifles, shotguns, and
we've seen this in
pistols to
Fallout.
melee
We've seen this in
weapons,
Fallout. That was pretty
throwables,
nice.
And some seriously heavy-duty options. Starfield might just have the most well-stocked arsenal that Bethesda has ever produced.
That's amazing.
And this detail approach also extends to your GOMs as well, with slots for things like spacesuits, packs, helmets, and apparel all on display in the player inventory. We can expect there to be varying rarities of equipable items out there, as confirmed by this.
What are the melee weapons
at a legendary item. And you know what? I reckon it'll be well worth your time to deck out your wardrobe with as many clothing options as possible, considering they can feature powerful buffs and attributes to suit any situation. Armor stats include defensive rolls for physical, energy,
of course, we know how this is going to work.
Damage, as well as attributes for thermal.
Traditional Bethesda type armor, you know. Upgrade the armor and stuff like that. You might have a couple legendary armors you can get from looting the enemies and stuff like that. Easter eggs you can find, you know, traditional
airborne,
Bethesda.
corrosive, and radiation environmental resistances,
which isn't bad.
Considering the game has 1,000 planets, you probably want a diverse selection here. We can also see 3 rolled bonuses on this helmet that link back to Starfield's skill system. It's too early to know for sure, but this could point to items gifting you skills that you haven't actually invested skill points into, making
like
this
the boots of Spring Hill Jack
way to boost your character's effectiveness in even more scenarios. Plus, it just seems kind of hilarious that a helmet can cause your nearby enemies to burst into flames. Serves them right. Now, we don't quite know yet whether or not this legendary item was a guaranteed drop from the activity the player completed in that gameplay reveal, or if it was just a random bit of luck, but we also don't know too much about whether luck as an attribute even impacts the quality of items you find in Starfield.
I've never boosted my luck
attributes. If you do want to hear more
attributes.
about it when the news breaks, hit that subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out.
Is this only for
After a long day
Xbox?
of taking space names and kicking space ass, you'll want to have somewhere quiet to retire to, like an outpost. These base camps can be built almost anywhere on any planet, with habitat modules that come in a huge range of shapes, sizes, and specifications.
Oh, this is gonna get depth too.
Building an
This is gonna
outpost,
get pretty
you
deep.
can switch freely between the usual perspective.
I've seen some beautiful interior mods and retexture mods for the outpost and Fallout, so I know this is gonna get pretty crazy.
And a top-down camera, making it super easy to build your own intergalactic dream home. You can then live there, and you can also assign members of your crew to crash there and keep an eye on things while you're away. On top of that, you can set up extractors to automatically harvest resources for you, turning the whole place into a tidy source of passive income.
That's gonna be dope.
Because 300 years in the future, we're still all
I used to love
that.
that. My favorite part of Fallout actually was having what is it called, a settlement, you know, and then having them make money with. I had mods that whether they will work on their own and make money, and then getting that money and having an ecosystem in the game.
As you watch outer space stretching out endlessly in front of you, it's likely that you'll fancy some companionship during your Starfield journey. Companions differ from regular crew
This
in
is a
that
must-have.
they are handcrafted characters, each with their own bespoke stories and backgrounds, as well as their own particular set of skills. Here's what we actually know about a few of the game's companions already, not including the adoring fan we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he's definitely
Sarah
not getting
Morgan
picked.
is a key member of Constellation, the space exploration group that you'll be joining up with at the start of the story. She's a natural
She reminds me
leader
of Piper.
who's handy with anything laser-based and who also dabbles in botany. Then there's the space cowboy Sam Coe, both an ace pilot and a deadly marksman. He'll make a mighty
I like
fine
that
partner
gun he has.
wherever you go. Barrett is another Constellation member. With his engineering expertise and his flair for robotics, he's sure to raise your team's average IQ by at least a couple of points. We also have Battle the Robot.
That's
Who
probably
can
the
say
best
your
one.
name? Of course, in a universe as wide as Starfield's, it's safe to assume that there are plenty more companionable folks just
I'm about to say,
waiting to
where's
be
the alienoid
As
pet?
you'd expect from a Bethesda game, Starfield features various factions that you can choose to join up with, from the law and order types over at the United Colonies to the gunslingers of the Free
We know
Star
the story is
Collective,
gonna be
the
right.
Megacorp known as Ryogen Industries, and even the space pirates of the Crimson Fleet. Joining up with any of them will open up new quests,
Space
dialogue
pirates,
options,
okay.
and storylines, but it can come at the expense of upsetting.
I guess
one
they're
of
like
the
the
others, leading to
necromancers.
put a bounty on your head. The good news is you don't have to commit to just one.
Who are the assassins?
Just sprinkle yourself out a bit and make loads of friends. You'll also encounter the various religions that we mentioned earlier, who may interact with you differently depending on what background you gave your character. Starfield is going to hit Xbox and PC Game Pass on September 6th, at which point Xbox Series X gamers can look forward to enjoying
that's pretty soon from now.
While Series S players will have a gentlemanly 1440p to work with.
Okay.
If you're playing on PC, these are the specs you need to know. You're going to need 16 gigabytes of RAM, 125 gigabytes of SSD space to store the game, and at least an AMD Ryzen 5 2600X or an Intel Core i7 6800K for your CPU, with at least an AMD Radeon RX 5700 or NVIDIA GeForce 1070 Ti to handle your graphics card. If you feel like buying the game outright, there are plenty of editions to choose from. The Premium Edition will give you access to the Shattered Space Story expansion.
That's going to cost $100.
As well as a bunch of fun bonus content like art books and soundtracks. Not to mention the fact that you'll get to access the game 5 days before anyone else. Then there's the Constellation Edition, which comes with all of that, plus a gorgeous steelbook display case, a Constellation patch, and a very own Chronomark watch. And if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that it's actually an exact replica of the watch that your character uses in the game. Oh, and you know what that watch will go great with? The Starfield gamepad and headset. Both of which are available to buy now, so don't miss out. And with that, I reckon you...
Hey, Bethesda know this is going to make some money, man. They know this is going to be a crazy hit. I thought we were gonna get Elder Scrolls, the next Elder Scrolls, but this might be the next best thing, man. This might be the next best thing. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited? Are you Star Citizen fans and Elite Odyssey Dangerous fans like, fuck this, you know? But I'm excited because I love Bethesda, man. But it's your boy Shaka Billionaire Mafioso the Dun Dada, aka SB Panther, aka Shaka Flame, aka Shaka Black, signing out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike. Let me know. I'm here for it. Out.